Also, there's an uptick in mental health issues because of how we're suppressing and how we're not acknowledging reality and how we're not telling or speaking the truth. You want to speak the truth when you're telling somebody off, but you don't want to speak the truth and say, hey, I'm not doing so great. Hey, my finances are okay, but I am stressed beyond stress and I need to take a break. Yes, I'm married, but my kids and my husband are driving me crazy because I'm having to do everything. Or, yes, I'm married, but my wife and my children are driving me insane because they are overlooking me and don't think that I need rest. Whatever the thing is, this is why everybody's on BetterHelp, and this is why everybody is seeking a therapist, and this is why people are checking out of here and going through depression and anxiety and the like, because we can't tell the truth. We can't tell the truth of what's happening. And that's a problem for me. Now, I can be on either side of wherever we need to be for this conversation, and have been and will continue to be. But at the same time, acknowledge, accept, and don't try to erase where your reality is. I told you guys in a one of my, I think it was my first live. I told you guys I downsized and made some drastic measures. I moved to a place that they would call the slums, where I would have labeled it as the slums. Let me just be honest and talk about me. I still have all my nice clothes, my nice shoes, my nice decorum, my nice china. Still know the same people, still wear the same expensive shoes. Okay. But me looking good does nothing for my internal mental stability and health. If I know, okay, now I had to take care of all of these things. My mom got sick. I had to be in the hospital with her. I took off for 2 months after, and I ran a business. There was no PTO, paid vacation holidays. So I just didn't make income for those 3 months. Same thing with the pandemic. So I lived off of credit cards. And in the point that she actually was able to kind of like be at home by herself during the day, I was in the middle of having to transition out of my old place into a new place because my lease was up. So not only had I not made money and didn't have any income coming in, but now I had to come up with like $3,000 in like 48 hours. I had to use a credit card to move and to pay the movers and to do my deposits to get my keys so I would have a place to stay. I'm not moving all the way down to Timbuktu, an hour and a half away, to go live in her house when I've got responsibilities and a whole business that I need to salvage up here. So yeah, I moved to a slummy place because I needed to pay off that extra $4,500 worth of debt that I had trying to survive all the things that were happening in life. And that's not anybody's business and nobody else's problem. This is my life. These are my choices. So I've got to make things happen. But what I can't do is sit here and act as if there weren't financial stressors, that there wasn't any mental pressure, that I just had it all together. No, I'm gonna have a drastic cut in my expenses. I'm gonna stop hanging out with certain people that are trying to make me feel bad because, oh, look at all the money I got and look at all the things that I can acquire and look how much money I spend and all the time that I'm out and shopping and flying this place and that place. I'm not gonna subject myself to that type of petty, comparative, keeping up the Joneses type thing. And it may not have even been malicious or intentional, but innuendo, I'm very well versed. And so once I see that that's what you're doing and trying to set me up in a certain way, I'm just going to remove myself and I'm going to do what's best for V. So after being here for a year and 4 months, guess whose credit card is paid off? Guess whose other credit card is paid off? Guess whose last credit card is $500 from being paid off? You see what I'm saying? And you're moving in silence. Yeah, I don't have all the things that I would have liked to have. I'm not in a position to where I've saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from being here. But the main pressure that was being put on me has been absolved. So I'm saying all of that to say, the moment that you get honest and get real with yourself is the moment that you start winning, because as long as you're trying to stay a part of the pack and please people and look as if, you're going to continue running in that same circle. And as long as you don't allow people to be who they are and do what they need to do for themselves, you'll force some people that aren't strong enough, some people that are not resolved enough yet, you'll force them into a corner of depression and into a corner of still trying to keep up with whatever you've got going on. If you're always inviting your friends to, oh, well, let's go over here. We're about to spend $200 for this ticket to do XYZ. Oh, let's go over there. So it only costs $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,200. If you're constantly doing that, but you don't invite them over to your house for breakfast or to sit in the park and have tea, you're not trying to have a relationship. You're not having a relationship. You're finding ways to cover and to mask what's really happening in your life so that no one is still quiet and slowed down enough to see you are in a state of emergency. Your house is burning. Your brain is on fire. And you're just going, and eventually you're gonna crash and hit a wall. Now, you may be able to put makeup on it and make it look real cute and sparkle it up and put a Louis Vuitton on its shoulder. Drive your Lamborghini, whatever. You can do all of that. But when it gets quiet in the night and you're sitting at the house and you know that people have said things to you, made you feel a certain way, excluded you or included you for the sake of trying to gauge you out, when you sit at your house in the night, are you able to sleep? Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel like you've been supported, loved, accepted? Or are you just trying to hang out and still be in the in crowd and everything else is hemorrhaging out the back door and falling to pieces? So for all of us, we need to allow people to be where they are and go through what they're going through. We may not be able to be with everyone in certain seasons, and I'm surely not asking you to sacrifice yourself for other people that need the support in that season if it's not in you. If you don't have the bandwidth for it, please, honey, leave it, because you're going to do more damage than good. But I'm saying, as a person all my life, when people see me, they are almost expecting and demanding me to be a certain way because of some preconceived notion of what they think I should be in their head. And that's why I don't react, accept, or get enamored by the fact that people are like, oh, we should go out on a date, or oh, I like you. And they try to very quickly capture what they see on the outside. You don't know anything about me, nor have you taken the time. And it's very lazy to just expect that because that's what you want, that's what somebody else wants for themselves. I could care less about dating right now because I realize that the people that I've dated in times past, they're just selfishly there for whatever it is that they want, whether it's just being in your presence or because they want to look a certain way when they go out because they know you're going to put it together and look a certain way, and they can have that feeling of, oh, now I'm with her, so I feel that way. Same thing with women. They're with certain men sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. I'm not interested in playing that game. I'm not interested in trying to be impressive so you can judge me and decide what boxes to put me in. You don't need to know how much money I make. You don't need to know where I live. You don't need to know what I'm driving, if I'm driving. None of that is important to your life source. Why? Who wants to know? Why is it important? Our society has completely got this twisted and turned around that they think that your work is who you are. What you do defines you. How much money you have in the bank makes you of good character. It does not. It does not make you a good person. It doesn't make you an honest person. It doesn't make you meek. It doesn't make you humble. It makes you nothing. Who you are up here and who you decide to be in here is what's important. So let's do better. Mental health, from holding things in, from not saying what it is, from bypassing and overlooking certain egregious things and certain grievances that have happened to me, have gotten me back to the stage of, you know what? It doesn't matter whether you give your all, give your best, give until you have nothing else left to give. Some people have given their very lives and are no longer here, and people still didn't care, still were asking, still trying to extract things from them. So please let this be a lesson. Please be audacious as well. Please, not saying be rude, not saying be forceful, not saying, be belligerent and selfish, But if you have to be that for a season, do that on your own time somewhere else to where you're not having to affect everybody else. But certainly, please don't have to put on a mask for other people because they require it until you get your stability and your healing and your solace back and your peace of mind. Like it's not worth whatever gain, whatever facade, society, people, family, neighbors, coworkers. It's not worth any of that they're trying to put on you, sweet pea. Leave it. Leave it. Find your top three. Y'all know I talk about this all the time in my videos. Find your top three. I will do my top three things for today and nothing more unless I have the energy to do so. I will not let your schedule and your expectation of me, be it a text, be it a schedule, be it a deadline. I don't have it. I don't have it. Let me do my top three. You also find your top three. You may have capacity for a top one. Do that. You may have capacity for a top five. For some days it's top one, sometimes it's top three. You know, whatever your capacity is, you do that. You get to decide. You're a whole autonomous human. Do whatever is going to satisfy and fill your accomplishment bucket. And don't be pressured to do an inch more, so that you can make sure you keep some homeostasis, keep some balance. Okay? Are we all good? Are we all good? I'm not here for your expectation. Please don't be here for my expectation. Be here because you want to be here. Be here because you're learning, growing, enjoying being here. Otherwise, I'll dismiss myself. You also can dismiss yourself. And other people in your circle that aren't allowing you to just be, they can also be dismissed, kick rocks, find themselves someplace else. And it's okay. And it's okay. So I'm off my soapbox. I'm over the fantasy of this. I don't know if it's American dream or if it's cultural pressure of looking the best, being the best. Oh, what you got going on over there? Well, no. Well, no, I have Cartier. I have, my house was 10,000 square feet. Yeah. Well, no, because my husband, I'm over it. We don't care. Okay, sweet pea? We don't care. That's for you to enjoy. Not hating, but you're not going to put pressure on me to, I need to go out here and run and get myself an $800 car note, $1,200 car note because so-and-so just got honey, I have opted out. I just want to be at peace with my finances. I want to be at peace with my health, my fitness, my fine body that I know that's stacking up under these rolls that I've accumulated because of things that I ate. Accountability. Quick. Easy. Simple. I ate those things because I enjoyed them and that's what I needed in order to cope. So ain't nobody mad but the devil. I will get back fit, but I'll do it in my own timing. I'm not going to be pressured. I don't need to be coddled. I don't need to, it's okay. It's fine. I don't need any of that because I'll get there. But I just want us to be on one accord and be with a good understanding that you're not going to pressure me. And I'm asking that in your life, you also don't allow people to pressure you because you don't even realize how it's mounting and swelling within you, creating this hardness. And suddenly, boom, you've imploded. And you didn't even know it was coming. Like you may feel it in the weeks coming up to it, even in the months. Some of us have been hanging in here for months and years, just running on fumes. Take your time. Don't let people rush you. Don't be in a panic. Take a deep breath. And we're going to serve all parts of our personality. Yes, I'm kind. Some days I'm even sweet. Some days I am so ready to engage and to be out here and be extroverted. Some days I'm very much shy and introverted. Very kind always, but I'm going to also speak my mind. And people that are expecting nice out of you, nice a lot of times just means, you're doing what I would prefer you to be doing according to my standard and according to my expectation. I'm not about that at all because it needs to be mutually beneficial. It needs to be reciprocal, not just, oh, I'm getting all that I need out of this person. So, oh, they're so nice because every time I call them, they answer. Every time I need something, they show up. Every time I ask for money. Every time I need a compliment. Every time I need them to cook me something. You're just self-grandizing, self-serving. Sometimes your version of nice equates to I have a servant that can oblige me for whatever request I should submit. Y'all stop expecting that of people. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Please stop that. Okay? So for the women that can't speak their truth because they've built this flower tomb around themselves to where they just can't speak freely, I don't have to cuss you out to speak freely, and I don't have to belittle you to speak freely, but I'm going to speak freely. And that way everybody, the stage is set. Everybody's expectation is on the same playing field, and nobody is confused because now you don't have to tiptoe, try to figure out what I meant, figure out what I'm saying, figure out what I like. You don't have to figure that out. I like it or I don't. I'm with it or I ain't. I might consider it. I don't feel that today. Well, I probably won't make it, but if that changes, I'll let you know. Let all of that be your normal conversation so that people don't try to pin you in and box you in, and suddenly now you're bending to other people's will. Look at what's happening with Diddy. Look at what happened with Weinstein. Look at what happened with, like, you could just go down the list. Look at what happened to these professional sports guys who are marrying these women who are like, well, if you leave me, if you cheat on me one more time, I'm going to take all your stuff. Now, don't be out here cheating, because now that's just called karma. So you're on your own. I don't have no sympathy for that at all. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I think I have so much more to say on this topic. I cannot endure fake. I cannot endure the mirage. I can't. I'm so far and past and beyond it. I can't even explain how fast and far and beyond I am. I'm going to be myself. And because I've let you into not only my home, but my daily life and my daily thought process, that is a choice that I've made just because it's freeing for me, not to entertain you, not to, foster acceptance. I have love in my life. I have love in my life. I have people that are around me that love me because of who I am, because of this, because of exactly what I'm showing you. I have versions. I have my corporate version, which is just a little less tempered than this, a little bit more polished, because I'm in a professional corporate setting. But in my everyday life, I'm not always up in arms and upset and expressive and passionate, and no one is just one-dimensional like that. So let people be all their layers and all their dimensions. And when I'm having an exceptional week, an exceptional day, when I'm happy, I'm happy. When I'm quiet, I'm quiet. When I'm ready to join in and share, I'm ready to join in and share. So, this one-dimensional fake, oh, it's just always up. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. If you stayed to the end, drop a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's a part of reality. I'm not doing a second and third take to redo that again, because I hadn't planned on saying that. I normally just type it on the screen, but I think I'm just going to throw this one up, no edits. How's that for audacious? The nerve to just be real. The nerve to just be who I am, unpolished, unfiltered, unedited. Yeah, I refuse to use filters. I think I stopped using filters maybe about 3+ years ago. At least 2 years, maybe 3 years, because I just thought to myself, what difference does that make? You doing all this to look extra polished for the people who can't handle reality, and then they're gonna see you in person anyway. They're gonna see these spots anyway, like. So just, fantasy is what they want. Reality is what we absolutely need. Please have more reality, so that when reality starts hitting you, you don't have to do a crash and burn all at once. Like, go ahead and start today. Because reality is about to hit a lot of people in a lot of different ways, and they are not ready because they've been living in fantasy la-la so long. Don't let the social media fool you. They're not showing you the real of everything. And even if they are, they're still editing somewhere. They're still polishing and filtering somewhere. Just watch the people. Watch them, watch them, watch them. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, TikTok. It's filtered, it's made up, it's polished, it's edited. It is rarely reality. And then we see people being themselves. Oh yeah, they're so real. And people are just, they're enamored by people who can say what they feel, because I would venture to say 85% of society is not saying how they really feel, and afraid to be who they are, and afraid to feel how they're feeling, because people around them have put them in a box to say, well, if you act like that, no, we don't accept you. I say hogwash. Hogwash. Go enjoy yourself. Feel how you're feeling today. Be happy. Enjoy doing what you like to do. And if there are things in your life that you don't like doing, find ways to pivot out of it. You are not a tree. You can get up and move. I assure you. It's very possible and it's very available. I can go on and on and on and on and on, because this is really the hot seat of how I feel about multiple things when it comes to society, business, friendships, relationships, life. We could talk until this time next month, and I'd have more to say. So drop a comment, please. Share it, like it, comment. Please subscribe. And we'll have some talks. We'll have some talks, because I feel like this is so necessary. That someone outwardly, if you're not giving yourself internally, if someone is not telling you it's okay to be you, you're fine just the way you are, and you'll grow in the time that you are needing to grow, but not on anybody else's time. Do be open to opportunity to grow. Don't just, oh, well, this is just the way I am, and nobody's changing me. I'm not approaching it that way. I'm saying be free from the pressure of other people telling you who and what and how you should be, and then give you a timeline to do that. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's helpful. But to perpetually live that way all the time, fight or flight, always, your cortisol and your anxiety is mounting up because you can't, well, I don't want to do that today. Or you can't, well, no, I can't give you that $200 again this month. Or, well, no, sweetheart, I'm exhausted. I can't come to another corporate function to sit and smile at your coworkers. I almost said something else. Who know that I'm very unaware that you're sleeping with your secretary, but I'm not. Let me leave that alone. That's too much real life. But yeah, you guys enjoy your life. Enjoy the dream that you have for yourself. Enjoy the permission to live how you want to, how you would like to live your day. If you have to, take a day off. If you have to, sit outside on the porch, rock, and drink yourself a root beer, sip your coffee, have some tea. Do nothing but sit with your thoughts and figure out who you are and what you want to do and where you want to be, and start making steps towards that. Like, that's where we are right now. Regardless of what's going on outside in society and what's going on outside our doors, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Write it down. And then go start making steps. Top three for the day. And if you get one thing crossed off, hooray, hip, hip. Hip, hip, and hooray. Because otherwise you're just going to go aimlessly in and out of that workspace, in and out of your family space, and you haven't done one thing that's on your list. Write your top three and go do that. All right. Woo! Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I care about y'all. I care about you. I care about how you're showing up in the world, and I care about how you really are. How you really are. Yeah, people on the outside are like, oh yeah, ooh. They got a nice car, a nice house, and a nice family. They got muscles. They got a car. But how are you really? What's happening in here? What, are you okay? Sit with that. And from that place, write down the 3 things that'll make you happy today. You don't have to, oh, my big goal is to make 10 billion and to be first in the stock market and to own this business and to have generational wealth. Okay, that's big picture. What are you doing today? Today, I'm washing my dishes. Today, I'm washing my behind. Today, I'm going to make that one phone call that I've been dreading and putting off. That's it. Or today, I'm working out. Today, I'm going to watch that documentary that I wanted to watch, and then I'm going to go on YouTube and learn that one thing that I said I wanted to start learning about. It could be oh so simple. Today, I'm going to put the knob back on that door, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to pray. Number 3, I'm going to drink a half a gallon of water before 3 p.m. Whatever your 3 are, make them as simple as complex as you want to, but don't inundate and overdo. Top 3, baby. Top 3. That's all you need. That's all we need. That's all. Nobody's asking anything more of you. Do your top 3. Okay? For you. Everybody else has already jumped the line, and now everybody else on your list, and you're not even on it. Do your top 3. Okay, sweet pea? All right. Talk to you later. Bye.